All right, my friends, we're back at it here with the sealed Outlaws of Thunder Junction here today, running a fun Boros list. I'm going to break it down for you in today's episode and go try and take down this seventh win for you here today. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. On top of that, if you got a question or comment along the way, do let me know because I love to hear from you, and feel free to join us in the Discord server, my friends. So first and foremost, we'll break down our sealed pool, the list, and why I chose this particular Boros one. Additionally, we'll go play a make or break game here when it comes to our seventh win or third loss. Hopefully, we'll get that seventh one for you here in today's episode and close it all back as we always do. So let's get into it here for our sealed pool. So first and foremost, here is what I am running. We'll take a look at the pool as well, but it is a very narrow list in terms of Boros. We got a lot of great support here in the 2 and the 3 drop slot. Awesome play here with Contagion Engine. I'll come back to that here in a second. But before we do, let's take a look at what we have here. So first and foremost, we can take a look at our pool. We got some really nice stuff in blue, actually. Or islands between Jace Reawakened, Archmage's Newt, and yes, you might be going, this guy's crazy because he's not playing that, but let me talk about this here still. We also got Omen Path Journey, Roxanne, which I love this card, and Marchesa, and I've actually really enjoyed Marchesa. If you happen to watch our best of one list for mono blue tempo, I recommend that you check that out, obviously, for many good reasons. But we do play a Marchesa deck, and that was a good fun match. So a couple of things here. As you can see where this really sits, lots of good options there, particularly across the red, across the blue, across the white, and across the green. So certainly stuff in there from a Jeskai, from a Naya. Obviously, I went Boros. We got Sultai in there and a few other things as well in terms of what we had. Now, you can see what else I have here as well, giving it a lot of good support in terms of some of those colors. Not a ton, obviously, in black there, but really, really decent stuff here in green as well. And also a good opportunity in that Naya space like we talked about, particularly around Roxanne. And of course, Make Your Own Luck is a awesome card. If you watched the last sealed one, and I recommend that just because of that card. So however, we did end up going with Boros. Now, the reason why I did this a little bit more direct here, in terms of the 2 color, I always feel more comfortable. Yes, as in the last sealed, we did talk about 3 colors, more support, certainly there. And if you do look at what I have, we do have some of that, a very slight sum here with a Eroded Canyon as an example, Festering Gulch there as well. We do have our Conduit Pylons. Sandstorm Verge is great as well, but obviously that's not giving us color support. So there is some there, but not a ton. I really, really like it for consistency, as always, is best that we can get there, just my style. But again, one of the major reasons why I went with 2 colors with this instead of 3. Now, a couple things about this one as well. What I really, really like about it is we did pick up a Path to Exile here. We got good support with the 1/1 counters. Now, this is why I'm bringing this up, because it plays right into Contagion Engine. Don't forget that. Because it's not only the -1 counters, -1 counters on your opponents, but you also get to proliferate for your own stuff. So if you can drop this and pair this, I just had that happen in the last match. Huge value there. While you're wiping your opponents out, you're making your stuff bigger as well. Now, a couple other things here. Tai Joaquin here is really, really nice with some of the direct damage, like Skewer the Critics. We didn't get as much direct damage as I would have liked in this particular one. However, it is what it is. We did pick up Magda here, but we don't have a ton of things to help us commit crimes, which can be a travesty as well, in particular with this set, with Outlaws of Thunder Junction. So, something to keep in mind. Now, on top of that, Eartha's fun. I really, really like this one as well. We got Vengeful Townfolk here as some support. And then additionally, if you caught that, we do have Magda, like I said, but just not a ton of that. We do have Trick Shot, which is super helpful. This card is great. Stagecoach Security, popping this in game, +1/+1 vigilance can really help make or break. going over the top with Inventive Wingsmith as well. We do have Journey into Nowhere, which allows us to pull stuff off the board, which is really helpful. This is a good one too, Omen Port Vigilante. Again, the ability to get double strike, but not a ton of what I'd like to have. Like I said, the ability to commit crimes. This one helps us. We can get some here if we untap our opponent's target creatures, so you can do that after you attack and they choose new blocks. As an example, that's a good way to do it. Or you can retap yours up and blow out your opponents that way too. So really have enjoyed this list. And last but not least, a Sandstorm Verge here is just great. If you get down to the nitty gritty where it's the one creature versus the one creature, you just need to get through. This thing's going to help you close, and it certainly helped me. So, all right, that is our list. That is our deck here when it comes to Boros. Let's go after it here for our final match, my friends. Can we take this one home? You're going to find out shortly. With that, swag and merch available, and other great ways to support the channel down below. Stay connected as well. Socials at me, chat me, as we like to say. All right, here we go, my friends. We do have the ability to rip something off. We got this here, which is good. Discerning Peddler, so we can flip things around. Our opponent is first, and we do have Eartha. We're going to keep it because of that. We'll see what we run into here. All right, we got our Sandstorm Verge as well. All right, so here we go. So one of the nice things about this, so when this enters the battlefield, another target creature you control gets +1 in haste till end of turn. We can plot it here, so this is going to be a good play into something like Discerning Peddler, or we can save it here for Eartha. We could have dropped it and went in for 2, but again, it's going to depend on what our opponent plays here. Ooh, there you go. They're digging deep with Insatiable Avarice. Good news is we do have this right there, which can give us some of that support that we just talked about. We can drop Verge and flip this in if we wanted to. We could drop Human Rogue here. We don't have another Outlaw, Mercenary, Pirate as well. That could give us more damage though. So those are a couple things to think about. I think we're going to go this way. We can get rid of one of these because these don't require additional white. That saves us with Sandstorm Verge as well. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's get rid of that. All right, so we did hit there, which is nice. Now the only thing that we have to be cognizant of here is we did not get another land. Hopefully we get another one and can play Eartha here. If not, we can play Mine Raider and get an additional one because we do have an Outlaw here with Discerning Peddler now. So let's see what our opponent went and dug up here. Couple good things about this still too is we do have the Trick Shot. We can make stuff bigger here if we want to. Not right away. But let's see what our opponent drops. Uh-oh. Can they clear the board? Now they got rid of what we needed there. Unfortunately, here it comes. They did have it. They did have it. All right. This is helpful, though. So, good thing about this here. Once we activate it, because of this, whenever you activate an ability that targets a creature or player, copy that ability. We can choose new targets. So that's a big one. Ooh. Question here is, what are they going to do? We can keep this in here, but we don't have anything at instant speed. So let's go ahead and do this. Now, I do slightly suspect they may try and take that off. Let's throw this one on. Just in case they go for a kill here. that. All right. So, again, we doubled up on Eartha with this. We can make everything else bigger. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's play this. Now, they have that for 4. They might try and do it again, so let's try this. Let's actually try and pull this Rooftop Assassin off this time. Now again, that's only creatures. Now they won't have 4 to pop something in. There we go. Lots and lots of casting here from our Grixis friend, my friends. A lot. Oh, no. So, good news, bad news. Let's see. This time we got it. We're going to keep that off for now, though. There we go. Mainly because we want to keep our trick shot. Again, whenever a source we control deals non-combat damage to a creature, draw a card equal to its toughness. Alright, so we're good here as well. Let's try this first. Now, on top of that, if a source we control would deal non-combat damage to a permanent player, it deals X plus instead. And we do have can't block. We also have... Ooh. There you go. We got some in there. Do I have another one? Oh, wow. Good for them. Now we still have this as well. Again, no blocks there. They have a white in there as well. So we can hit this with a Path to Exile, or we can make it unblockable. We have enough here to deal lethal. Let's do this. And there it is, my friends. We got through just like that. Yeah, it's such another fun list here in Takedown. Taking it home and getting 7 wins with our Boros list. So happy about that. And this one worked out really, really well for us. Little bit of hiccups out of the gate, a little bit of a hiccup midway through, and luckily we were able to pilot it and make it work and bring it home. Like I said, we did have some nice other things that we could have went down in terms of the path. We talked about why I went down the path of the Boros. We did not see Contagion Engine, but we did see a lot of the great pieces of this list here today for our sealed lineup matchup against the Grixis 4-color, 5-color thing that they had going on. Lots of spells and a great match. With that, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you're enjoying Sealed as much as I am, and Outlaws of Thunder Junction. If you still got a question or comment about today's episode or in general, let me know. Would love to hear from you. On top of that, feel free to join us in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. Would love to have you and see you in there. And thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to build this amazing community. On top of that, as always, thank you to all of our members. memberships are available to you. It's a nice way to support, and you get some cool stuff with that, emotes, icons, those kinds of things, and priority response. And with that, we do have affiliate links. If you're looking for cards and other things like that, check some of that stuff out. Something there for everyone. Good deals. And lastly, my friends, like I said, socials, at me, chat me, stay connected. And with that, let me see your lists. I love your sealed stuff and your decks and your art, because we may show it here on the channel. With that, we'll see you again soon. Until next time, my friends, yeehaw, go Boros, and enjoy some magic.